What's good, everyone? Today I'll quickly be ranking the 3 new police vehicles and going over which police vehicle you should purchase in GTA 5 Online. The criteria I'm using to find out which one is the best is through customization, performance, speed, and value for money, as these cars are insanely expensive. Firstly, to actually unlock these new police vehicles, you just have to complete the first setup in the Cluck and Bell Farm raid called the Slush Fund, and if you're interested in unlocking the trade price for these vehicles, all you have to do for the Impaler SZ is complete the dispatch work mission called Possession for Sale. For the Dorado Cruiser, you have to complete the dispatch work mission called Monitored Officer, and for the Greenwood Cruiser, you have to complete 5 dispatch work missions. To start up dispatch work missions, just get into any of your police vehicles. It can be the ones from the Chop Shop or this current DLC, and just press R3. Once you press R3, a little prompt will come up telling you to accept your mission, and once you accept them, you'll be thrown into a dispatch work. The mission that you get is going to be completely random, so it may take some time to get Position for Sale or Officer and Monitor, but you will get it eventually. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot in the police vehicle I recommend picking up the least is the Greenwood Cruiser. I want to preface this by saying this car is not bad at all, but compared to the Dorado and the Impaler, I would recommend grabbing one of those two as opposed to this one. The Greenwood Cruiser tops out at about 125 to 130 in my testing, making it the fastest of these 3, but the speed difference between this one and the Impaler is very slim. The Impaler is only about 5 to 10 miles an hour slower. There's a few things that go into why I'd put the Dorado and the Impaler above them, and the first thing being handling. While they happen to be a little bit slower, handling plays a huge part in making or breaking a vehicle, and the Greenwood's handling is just not up to par with the other ones. Also, the Greenwood's customization compared to the other 2 is a little lacking, as well as it has the least customization options as the other 3. But all in all, this vehicle is still very good, but if you're going to pick up one of these, I say that the Greenwood can be held off until you make the money to buy this one. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Dorado Cruiser. I couldn't get an exact number for the Dorado Cruiser speed, but it only falls below the other 2 slightly. The Dorado has a little bit better customization and arguably is the better looking out of the 3. That can kind of change based on whether you like SUVs or whatever, but I personally think it looks a little better than the other ones. But where the Dorado really stands out is that it is the only off-road police vehicle. As of today, there have not been any other off-road police vehicles, so that is kind of unique and interesting. It has amazing handling and power, especially when you're turning corners. It's very smooth. It can handle like tight turns, whatever, without flipping out like most other bigger vehicles can. If you're going to purchase any of the police vehicles, I would highly recommend grabbing this one or the number 1 pick, which is the Impaler SZ. The Impaler is only slower than the Greenwood by around 5 miles less. The Impaler is also just beautiful looking, like it has some great customization on top of all of that. The Impaler has amazing handling, as you can see right here. Turning and cutting up corners in this car is super smooth, especially when you're doing dispatch work and you gotta get around as quick as possible. Not even just turning, but just regular driving in the Impaler is super smooth, and you can feel like it doesn't want to flip, it doesn't want to spin out, none of that. But that's been it. At the end of the day, all 3 of these cars are super good and fun to drive, but I would recommend picking up the Impaler. But if you're interested in an off-road or a bigger vehicle choice, then I would go with the Dorado, but both of these are very good. I personally think the Impaler is just a little better than the other 2. If this is helpful, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and smash the like button down below. I'm going to be trying to cover as much as I can with this DLC in the coming days. So if you're interested, y'all know what to do, and I will see y'all later.